Greetings. Greetings to whom is ever watching this from the YouTube moderation team. My name is Chaplain Charles Peng, and I am the creator and content creator of the Chit Chat Chat channel here on the YouTube platform. And I am just doing this video in response to, just my first channel policy violation. So being that this is just my first time, I ask that you just kind of forgive me. I just want to make sure that I'm on the same page as far as just what is being seen by the YouTube moderating team. I went and looked at the medical misinformation, to which I can 100% understand would be justified if one only
has been lambasted for criticising what he perceives as vaccine profiteering. If Trevor Noah...
So this is where I should just kind of give an introduction to the purpose of my channel. I am creating digital chalk talk presentations that mainly address social studies type subjects, where I am a former stand-up comedian. So Russell and Trevor Noah, who is really, in my opinion, the one that I was trying to bring to light. Just this whole conversation, I was hoping that this content, or this specific content, would be able to be conveyed as just perhaps three comedians just kind of discussing this. So I know Russell is one who is very weary of the algorithm and just what to say and what not to say and all this stuff. To which I have told him it's not what you're saying, but how you're saying it. If you're spreading information that you're finding and interpreting on YouTube here for whoever to see as just this, from your opinion. Russell is a comedian. People probably look at it as like, this is a comedian. However, this is something I personally am addressing in this Chalk Talk presentation. Is just, what is propaganda? It's just an agenda proposed or just propped up by whoever, not just government or whatever, but content creators, whatever. We all have an agenda, and this is just how I was trying to open up this discussion, which I actually didn't see the actual date on this video that it was posted. And I've been going through the Think Media tips and stuff like that, which, again, as far as just what I am about as a content creator, it's just to bring forth issues I personally am hearing. This is what I have done I made a mission statement video for my channel, which I probably should just take the transcript and put it over here. But I really take this YouTube platform as the most valuable tool out of all that's available, and because it's just so versatile. However, now we have just separate forms with TikTok and who knows, but I just look at YouTube as just the most valuable yet underutilized tool that we have in our hands. And so with that being said, I am on a personal content creator mission to just address these biased views, or these views that I find in the information I see on YouTube. And so I guess just if I'm being in violation because I just kind of did my screen recording of just Russell's rant about his opinions on all of this stuff, which I totally agree is just spreading not misinformation, but just an opinion that's going to be taken and interpreted as misinformation. So if that is the cause of this violation, then I am very sorry. That was not my intent. And that would help me just for future videos and just warrant me to go through the other videos where I just kind of do this same format when I started putting content up on my channel and stuff. I've been just trying to figure out my recipe. However, I don't know. I do politics. I do religion. It's just, I see people putting themselves on sides. And as a chaplain, it's always been my job to just bridge this gap between sides. And now I'm trying to bring that skill onto this digital platform, which has been a learning curve for me, but it's been fun. And I just hope that you guys understand that I take my creations very seriously, and there's a lot of information that I'm trying to transmit in my videos that perhaps maybe the title may be misleading. I had someone who watched a video where I said debunking the New World Order conspiracy, and he asked me, how does this debunk it? And I responded, just what is your idea of debunk? And if a video hasn't been taken down, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm assuming that's because people watched that video, and I'm not talking about a new world order. I'm talking about how to bring in a new ordered world where we're just unified in language. And so, like I said, this was just me kind of defending, if you didn't feel that way, Trevor Noah. And again, I'm about to go on a little series of videos where I have been watching these stars on our screens, specifically Fox Media analysts, political analysts of all sorts, and just Judge Jeanine, and just all the things I have seen is just darkness to me. And so, like I said, I am about to just take a culmination of all I've gathered on this specific presentation that I found important, and now is bringing new new it's becoming current in today's times, and so it's just all my material content is educational in a sense. It's me just expressing my opinion in the most unbiased way, where I just take content I'm finding. Forgive me if I'm violating any kind of copyright issues. This is just to get this in the public eye, to get people to consciously align themselves in this time of Armageddon, as President Biden has announced. And so, with that said, I couldn't fit this in 800 words, so I will just post this link and submit this. And if you guys can just help me by critiquing just my mission statement and what you're seeing compared to what I state as my mission. And I just ask that you guys help me reach that threshold where I can just at least do live videos. But I mean, I know that that's like the same threshold as the YPP program. I'm planning to run for president of the United States in the 2024 election, and my personal campaign platform is to just weed out corruption in politics specifically. And I found out that just as a registered new candidate, where corruption begins, which is why I had an eye-opening moment where I said, if I can just register with the FEC, which I have, and instead of accepting or requesting campaign contributions from individuals or corporations, it's just I'm trying to do this a different way in the modern world, where my campaign supporters can just subscribe to my channel and just be connected to my political views and messages in the current times that are unveiling in a more real-time scenario, having live discussions where I'm able to just put up, hey, Charles Pang Chaplin is about to go live to discuss this issue that's tearing up our country or families or whatever. Like a Mr. Rogers. I grew up with that man. I revere that man almost as much as I revere my own father. And I feel that that's what this world needs right now. And again, this is just another culmination of just a lot of things I've been meaning to just reach out and communicate with the YouTube team, because I know full faithfully that you guys are trying to make this a tool where people use it like as if it was a knife, where you use it as a tool to, get something done, not as something to destroy something else. Although that may be hypocritical, because again, I plan to just make an example specifically with all the information and content I've gathered and posted on my channel on this specific person, Judge Jeanine Pirro. I am planning on just editing her words, and I hope that isn't. My journalistic intention is to keep everything as transparent and concise and unbiased, so that my viewers can open up a dialogue in my channel. However, not many people do that. This is where I'm looking at the Think Media, and it's just, you got to start this conversation, which I feel then promotes creators to then dummy up accounts. I have other channels that have different purposes, but then I can see how, people just generate email addresses to create these false accounts to create more subscribers to get past this. I'm trying to not do that. So I hope that this makes sense. I have a specific purpose to use your platform to do good. And again, I am just so grateful that YouTube is a company and an entity just with the level of integrity that you guys have shown me personally through your content creator updates and stuff like that. So with that said, just thank you, and just know that I apologize if just my format on this led to this strike. And again, this was a long time ago, so it's pretty much irrelevant to me. I just want to be clear so that I don't find myself in violation of something like this, following the same type of recipe just to present a Chalk Talk presentation that will open up discussion to bridge our polarized conversations, with me being the mediator, a chaplain. It's what I do, it's what I'm trying to do, and I hope that with this message, it will hopefully spark some kind of assistance from anywhere I can get to just get to that goal, be able to just do live conversations and just calm things down, I guess, and have a chance to be able to just, although with that, I'm trying to work around this where I just make specific little videos directed to a viewer. I tag at whatever I'm making it to, and hopefully trying to generate a two-way, three-way, whatever conversation like this, where it's just we can all say what we have to say, send it, and then respond that way. So I'm just trying to create so many things that to have a team like YouTube behind me to guide me, mentor me, and just assist me through these growing pains and learning curves. It would be a huge, huge blessing for me personally. And so thank you. And I eagerly await just your response back. And just know that I apologize. And whatever you guys say, I'm not going to argue with. Just if you could just tell me what I can do differently to just be able to have had pointed out what I was trying to point out. Like, this is like personal propaganda, but Judge Janine's is like a different type of propaganda that's being spit out. So if I'm just going back to the specific time when this video was uploaded and created, I find myself in the position where I just was watching a lot of my colleagues and the people I see in media, actors that I've worked with and know and don't know, just not being aware of what they're saying. And I'm just trying to do my best to make everyone aware as respectfully as possible without creating more harm than's already been created from whatever I'm using to address my presentation. So again, my name is Chaplain Charles Peng. If anything, please feel free to reach out to me directly through my email address, chitchalkchat.com. I just want to thank you guys for doing such a great job on just being proactive rather than reactive in this changing frontier. So, and hopefully, if you ever need a consultant or anything like that, also know that I'm here for that as well. God bless you, remain blessed, and stay vigilant.